Yeah. Who do I have to become to do the thing that I want to do? you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and just break it down, pull in that TE or whatever.
Is that a TE thing?
It depends, I guess, but like seeing
Okay.
the metrics, right? Like,
Hmm.
and then just working towards correcting, course correcting, I guess, along the way, and taking the right steps.
Yeah, that gave me super clarity, like when I went through that. Because also too, especially doing all the, I guess I can call it spiritual work or whatever, which is really, in my opinion, the inner game of emotions. It's really just emotional intelligence or whatever word you want
Mm,
to use for that. When you try to take an action step that is in direct conflict with that concept of who you are, there's going to be
hmm
emotional charges and
hmm
debris and shit that bubbles up and that you're going to have
yeah,
to process,
hmm
right? You're going to have to
yeah,
process it. And the only way to actually let that identity merge with the action steps, which is inevitable if you integrate, but if you don't, then
hmm
that's where you get those burnout sessions where you do it and then you stop doing the habit just because you
yeah,
never processed emotionally.
yeah, yeah.
So it was interesting kind of having that insight.
Do you know? Have we talked about Robert Dilts and the logical levels? Um,
No.
the model is it's a pyramid. At the bottom is the environment. Above that are actions. Above that are capabilities, and then beliefs, and then identity,
Hmm.
and then purpose, like the spiritual, guiding purpose. If you impact one of the higher level spaces, then it'll impact the lower ones, right? So if I'm stuck, I don't know what to do. My life sucks. Maybe the environment is the problem, right? Could be. It could be in the wrong place for me. I could be doing the wrong, at the wrong job or whatever it is. But if I take different actions, that's going to impact the environment that I'm in,
Hmm.
right? If you're struggling to get a date or something like that, and the environment is the situation, well, going to a different place, right? Physically going to a different place, or talking to different people, or just doing some different action is going to impact the environmental level.
Hmm.
Adding capabilities, learning something, right? Learning how to approach better, or how to build rapport faster, or how to dress properly is going
Right.
to impact the actions that you take, which is going to impact the environment,
Hmm.
right? Your beliefs, I'm going to die someday. Maybe that's the belief, right?
Mm. So an
So why not
implication.
smoke? Right? I hear that one, quite a bit, right? It's like,
Okay,
well,
so maybe it's like like a assumption that's based in the identity
yeah, I think so.
or something like that.
Just the belief, yeah, maybe it's my life. I can do whatever I want, or if I stop, then my lungs will be, they'll heal, they'll get better, and it'll be fine. Like those kind of maybe beliefs. Generally, it would go back to, if you change your identity, I am a non-smoker, then you don't value smoking, or I'm too stressed out. I need to take a break, right? You
Right.
find another way of doing that, right? So your
Yeah.
beliefs, like smoking helps me relax. Well, really, you're just taking deep breaths, right? And you're finding a way of processing better. Then that changes the capabilities and the actions in the environment, right? So the identity is the highest level impact one, and that's something that
It's
um,
more causal.
I found out along my journey, is when I switched in my mind from I'm a rogue to I'm a healer, right? That was an identity level switch, and that changed everything in my life.
Hmm.
And this is something that I tell the INFPs as well, is like, make it an identity level thing. I am no longer someone who does this. I am someone who does this. I'm this
Hmm.
kind of person, right? And that'll change all the actions that you take if you believe it, or pretend to believe it long enough, and then stop pretending, and then it just becomes the truth, right?
Here, a quick story based off of that, and then we'll wrap up and let you go. I think I've experienced that in a weird way around my health. And so, like, I went from a place where my focus for my health was more vanity, a muscle building kind of approach. And then I had health issues, and my paradigm switched a little bit, and I changed my focus. Instead of wanting to get a body to look a certain way, the guiding question, or maybe it was a value, is how do I optimize my hormonal system? And that changed a whole set of behaviors
Mm,
and a whole set of actions, and also probably capabilities as well. I had to learn how to do intermittent fasting and all these things, right?
hmm
So
hmm
I guess maybe that was more of a belief and value
Yeah.
thing. But that is interesting because it did change it had like a big causal impact in my life.
Yeah.
Changed so many different behaviors just sort of
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah. By reshifting, reframing how you think about that, then you gain new capabilities because you had to study on, how do I do this? Like, what are the actual technical things that I need to learn, right?
Yeah.
And that teaches you how to, manage your weight and the food you take in and all this other stuff, right? Which is changing the actions that you're taking because now you have that new knowledge, right? So you can do different things, and you are going to do different things because it's nested within a higher, higher value belief structure, value structure. And so a lot of people, like when you're coaching them, you can see like you're stuck at environmental level,
Right.
right?
You're
Like
not
I
getting
just
very causal.
can't do anything about this. Yeah, exactly. So how do you become at cause? Well, you got to take actions.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this. Well, learn how to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think I can. Okay, well, we got to work on your beliefs, right? And we got to frame it as, the table, right? That kind of model for beliefs. Where it's like, if your belief is a table, what are the four legs of the table? And just you got to break those legs, right? So that it can't stand anymore.
Those false
Or you can go
beliefs.
in through hypnosis or something like that and say, what's your new identity? Or find a way of, we were talking about before, like shifting, like where is that identity in mental space? And bringing that in and embodying that and fake it till you make it, or fake it till you become it, rather.
Be real until you realize who you are.
Ooh.
More the woo-woo way of things. Cool, man. Yeah, thanks for sharing. That's a cool model. All right, awesome. All right, dude. Adios.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you soon.
See ya.
Peace.